So if you use salt, do not use it blindly. Use it as a reminder that your thoughts must remain clear, your habits must remain disciplined, and your direction must remain steady. Wealth is not only money. Wealth is clarity. Wealth is peace. Wealth is the ability to wake up without confusion and sleep without regret. And success is not a sudden event. It is the quiet result of repeated, mindful living. So the next time you hold salt in your hand, do not see it as ordinary. See it as a symbol of purification, a small reminder that your life, like your space, deserves care, attention, and awareness. Because in the end, it is not the salt that changes your fortune. It is you. Whenever you notice the number 8 this July, pause for a moment. Reflect on what abundance already exists in your life. Perhaps you have supportive family members, good health, valuable knowledge, or opportunities to learn. Gratitude changes the way we see the world. A grateful heart notices possibilities that a fearful mind often misses. The second number is 6. 6 symbolizes harmony, balance, and responsibility. Real prosperity cannot grow in a life filled with constant disorder. Financial success begins with small daily habits, keeping promises, managing expenses wisely, organizing your environment, and treating others with kindness. Imagine your home as a reflection of your inner world. When your surroundings are peaceful and clean, your mind also becomes calmer. A calm mind makes better decisions. Better decisions often lead to greater opportunities. Let the number 6 remind you to create balance between work and rest, giving and receiving, saving and spending. The third number is 3. 3 represents creativity, optimism, and growth. Every great achievement begins with a single idea. Many people wait for perfect conditions before taking action, but opportunities often appear only after the first step has been taken. Throughout July, let the number 3 remind you to embrace learning. Read a new book. Develop a useful skill. Start the project you have postponed for too long. Even if progress feels slow, every small action becomes a seed planted for future success. Just as a tree begins from a tiny seed hidden beneath the soil, lasting prosperity begins with small, consistent efforts that others may never notice. The fourth number is 9. 9 symbolizes completion and generosity. Before new blessings can enter our lives, we often need to release what no longer serves us. This includes old fears, unnecessary possessions, unhealthy habits, resentment, and limiting beliefs. Generosity creates space for abundance. Sharing knowledge, offering encouragement, helping someone in need, or donating what you no longer use reminds us that true wealth grows when it benefits others as well. When you give with sincerity, you strengthen qualities like compassion and gratitude. These qualities create inner richness, which often leads to wiser choices and stronger relationships. Finally, we come to the fifth number, 1. 1 represents new beginnings, courage, and focused intention. Every new month is an invitation to begin again. Regardless of what happened yesterday, today offers another opportunity to make better decisions. Choose one meaningful goal for July. Write it down clearly. Take one small step toward it every day. Success rarely arrives through dramatic changes overnight. It grows through patient, consistent action repeated over time. The number 1 reminds us that every journey starts with a single step, every fortune begins with a single decision, and every transformation begins with a single thought. Now consider these 5 numbers together: 8, 6, 3, 9, and 1. Viewed as symbols, they represent abundance, harmony, creativity, generosity, and fresh beginnings. Together, they encourage a way of living that supports both inner peace and practical success. Whether you write them in your journal, use them as reminders in your daily planner, or simply reflect on their meanings, let them guide your mindset rather than replace your effort. Remember that numbers themselves do not create wealth. They're symbols that help focus attention on qualities that truly matter. Prosperity grows where discipline, kindness, patience, wisdom, and gratitude are practiced consistently. Throughout this July, begin each morning with a few moments of quiet reflection. Breathe deeply. Express gratitude for what you already have. Set a positive intention for the day. Perform one act of kindness whenever possible. Luck begins with the right mindset. True good fortune comes from positive intentions, gratitude, discipline, and mindful actions rather than relying on luck alone. Many people believe that luck is something mysterious that appears without warning, favoring only a fortunate few. Yet lasting good fortune often begins with the way we think, the choices we make, and the attitude we carry through each day. When a mind is filled with fear, doubt, and constant worry, even valuable opportunities can pass unnoticed. But when the mind is calm, grateful, and open, it becomes easier to recognize possibilities that were always present. This is why the first step toward attracting greater prosperity is not chasing luck, but cultivating the right mindset. Every thought plants a seed that eventually influences our words, actions, and habits. A grateful heart naturally sees abundance instead of scarcity, while a disciplined mind is more likely to make wise financial and personal decisions. Positive intentions do not guarantee instant success, but they create the foundation upon which success can grow. Each morning in July, take a few quiet moments to appreciate what you already have, no matter how small it may seem. Let go of the habit of comparing yourself with others, and instead focus on improving yourself one step at a time. Small acts of kindness, honest work, patience during difficult moments, and confidence in your abilities gradually shape your future. When your thoughts become peaceful and purposeful, your actions begin to reflect that inner balance, allowing opportunities for growth and prosperity to enter your life naturally. Focus on gratitude, welcome opportunities, and maintain a mindset of continuous growth and prosperity. The number 8 is often seen as a powerful symbol of abundance and continuous flow, reminding us that life is always in motion. Just like its shape, which has no clear beginning or end, prosperity is not a fixed destination, but an ongoing cycle of giving and receiving. When we focus only on lack, we close ourselves off from this flow, but when we practice gratitude, we begin to align with it. Gratitude allows the mind to recognize what is already present instead of constantly chasing what is missing. In this state of awareness, even small opportunities become meaningful, and small resources begin to grow through wise use. The number 8 encourages us to welcome opportunities instead of fearing change, because change is often the doorway through which growth arrives. When we remain open, life has more space to surprise us with helpful connections, ideas, and chances to improve our situation. This does not mean that wealth appears without effort, but rather that effort becomes more effective when guided by clarity and positivity. In daily life, this can be practiced by appreciating simple blessings such as health, learning, supportive relationships, and time itself. Over time, this mindset strengthens patience and confidence, allowing a person to act with greater wisdom. In this way, the symbolism of 8 becomes a reminder that abundance begins within before it is seen in the outer world. Numbers 6 and 3, balance and growth. 6 encourages harmony, responsibility, and wise financial habits. 3 inspires creativity, learning, optimism, and taking consistent action toward success. The number 3 is often associated with creativity, expansion, and the natural process of growth. In life, every meaningful achievement begins with an idea, but that idea alone is not enough unless it is nurtured through consistent effort. When we understand the energy of growth, we realize that success is built step by step rather than in sudden leaps. Many people stop working toward their goals because they expect immediate results, yet nature itself teaches patience. A seed does not become a tree overnight, and similarly, personal progress requires time, care, and persistence. The number 3 encourages us to think creatively and explore new ways of solving problems instead of remaining stuck in old patterns. It reminds us that every challenge carries within it an opportunity to learn something valuable. When we approach life with optimism, even difficulties begin to feel like lessons rather than barriers. This mindset helps build resilience, which is essential for long-term success. In practical life, embracing the energy of 3 can mean learning a new skill, improving communication, or taking the first small step toward a dream that has been delayed. Each small action adds momentum, and over time, these actions compound into visible progress. By staying curious, open-minded, and willing to grow, a person aligns with the natural rhythm of development. In this way, the number 3 becomes a reminder that creativity and steady effort together create lasting transformation and meaningful success. Numbers 9 and 1. Let go and begin again. 9 represents generosity, releasing negativity, and making space for new opportunities. The number 9 is often linked with completion, release, and the quiet wisdom that comes from letting go of what no longer supports growth. In life, many people hold on to past experiences, old fears, and emotional burdens that silently limit their progress. These invisible weights can block new opportunities from entering, even when they are present. The energy of 9 encourages a gentle but powerful process of clearing space within the mind and heart. When we release resentment, unnecessary worries, and limiting beliefs, we create room for clarity and renewal. This act of letting go is not about loss, but about transformation. Just as a tree sheds old leaves to prepare for new growth, human life also requires moments of emotional and mental renewal. The number 9 also reflects generosity, reminding us that true abundance grows when it is shared. Helping others, offering kindness, or giving without expecting return strengthens inner richness. In doing so, we shift our focus from scarcity to abundance, which changes the way we experience life. Practicing this mindset in daily life can be as simple as forgiving someone, donating in used items, or supporting another person's journey. These actions create emotional lightness and open pathways for new experiences. Over time, this habit of release and generosity brings a deeper sense of peace and maturity. It allows a person to move forward without being held back by the past, making space for new opportunities, growth, and a more balanced inner state. Turn symbolism into daily practice. Use these 5 numbers 8, 6, 3, 9, 1 as reminders to practice gratitude, kindness, mindful decisions, generosity, and consistent effort, creating the conditions for lasting prosperity and inner peace. The number 1 represents new beginnings, clarity of purpose, and the courage to take the first step toward meaningful change. In life, every journey starts with a single decision, and that decision often determines the direction of everything that follows. Many people wait for perfect conditions before starting something new, but perfection rarely arrives. Instead, progress begins when a person chooses to act despite uncertainty. The energy of 1 reminds us that focus is powerful, and when attention is directed toward a clear goal, distractions lose their influence. A scattered mind struggles to move forward, but a focused intention creates momentum. Each day offers a new opportunity to reset, improve, and try again with greater awareness. When we embrace this mindset, even small efforts begin to feel significant because they're aligned with purpose. The number 1 also symbolizes self-belief, which is essential for success. Without confidence in one's abilities, even strong opportunities may be overlooked or avoided. By trusting the process and taking consistent steps, a person gradually builds strength, experience, and clarity. In practical life, this can mean setting 1 clear goal for the month, taking 1 meaningful action daily, or removing 1 habit that holds you back. These small but focused choices create a strong foundation over time. Eventually, the habit of beginning again with determination becomes a powerful force that shapes direction, builds discipline, and opens the path toward long-term growth and achievement.